Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and thank you for clicking on this video. Without further ado, let's start with today's topic. In this video, I'm going to share the paper pattern and the type of questions I faced in my SETA SPOM law paper. I don't remember the exact questions, so I won't be discussing those. The main purpose of this video is to help you understand what ICAI is actually expecting. I also watched review videos of other CA students who appeared for the paper, but the pattern has clearly changed. If I had followed the hype, like, study this, study only that, I would probably have failed. I only watched those videos to get an idea of the exam, and I suggest you do the same. Maybe your paper pattern will match one of the review videos, but please don't rely on studying only specific or popular topics. Now, talking about my own experience, trust me when I say this, students often feel that a guy will ask many questions on numeric limits, so they study only that for good marks. But in my paper, I got the type of question for just 2 marks, and the two only about the number of days for intimation. As for SEBI, it was hardly 6 marks in my paper, maybe even less. There was one long practical question, something like a dissolution scenario, where after settling and realizing the amounts, you had to calculate how much shareholders, creditors, or employees would receive. I had two questions based on companies becoming insolvent or going into liquidation, winding up, and how much each category, government, employees, creditors, etc., would get. I didn't get any question on rotation of directors or the number of directors required. But there was one confusing concept based question. If a shareholder sells partly paid up shares and later the ROC orders the company to shut down, then that shareholder is still liable to pay the unpaid amount or the liability on those shares, whichever is lower. But he becomes not liable if he sold the shares and 1 year has already passed before the ROC orders the shutdown. So make sure you read this concept properly. FEMA carried good weight in my paper. From SEBI, only the initial chapters came for 4 to 6 marks. There were no major topics like Nidhi Company or other chapters from the end of the Companies Act portion. Instead, there were many questions from concepts we generally ignore thinking they're not important. So study everything. ICAI can pick anything from anywhere. That's all for this video. Do let me know in the comments if you want to share something or if you have any suggestions for improving my videos. I'll see you in the next one, if I post. Until then, take care, see you, and all the best.